Hello, welcome back to the channel, FS Biggin here, and today we're going to look at fertilisation, liming, that sort of thing. Because there's a bit of confusion sometimes for new starts anyway. Whether I need to use a spreader, whether I need to use a sprayer, whether it's liquid fertiliser or solid fertiliser, or what does lime do. So we're just going to go through a little bit about what that is, how it all works, what equipment you need, and everything else. So without further ado, let's go through and explain it. So when it comes to fertilising and liming, there are two different types of equipment that you can use. Now, for fertilising, we can use a spreader or a sprayer. So this is a sprayer, that's a spreader. The difference being, obviously, one uses solid fertiliser, which goes into this machine, and that will be found in bags and is usually called solid fertiliser. The other one is a liquid fertiliser, and that comes in tanks and is, in the name, liquid fertiliser, and that's what's sprayed out of those. You've also got lime, which cannot be sprayed, so if you want to lime, you will need a spreader. Which is why a lot of people go towards the spreader, because they can fertilise and spread from this device, and it kills two birds with one stone. Some people get one of each anyway. I personally, I get one of each. So I use this for liming, and then I use that for fertilising. But there are many people that use that for fertilising and liming. Lime is this one over here. It's got that logo on it. Calcium carbonate, and you use that usually after you've ploughed a field, and then you cultivate it or you drill it, however you want to do it. But they're the two items that you will use. Now, they're found in the shop in yield improvements. So you've got a whole category, there's a whole heap of them. So you've got all these sprayers. You've got ones that hitch onto the back of the tractor. The front of the tractor is a tank. You've got these ones here. The one shown in the video just here is this one here. It's part of the precision farming mod, because it's got features on it which help with precision farming and how it regulates the spray based on how much part of that field needs. So I mean, yeah, it varies from 103, 52, a lot of money. But also quite inexpensive. But fertiliser itself is expensive anyway. You'll see if you want liquid fertiliser, 3,200 for 2,000 litres. Lime isn't expensive, but you will get through that more. So yeah, it kind of varies. You'll find what you want to use and what you prefer. And then you've got your spreaders. So you've got your spreaders, that's the one we've got on show today. And then you've got the big daddies over here, and then the small ones that sit on the back of the tractor. They're helpful, but mainly for your smaller fields. The reach on these isn't that great. So it's always handy to get the spreading discs as part of that. You can get the one that extends it out, so that'll do 30 meters wide on a field. Without it, it's 24 meters. It just means you're spreading it further, and you're getting more for your money. So yeah, that's an overview of the items itself. So we'll get on it and show you how they work. Right, so we've got our sprayer, we've got our field. This is a grass field that's literally just been cut. And you can see in the bottom left of the corner, it's all red. It needs a good dose of fertiliser. So if I show you in the precision farming menu, which is right over here, and we go to nitrogen, you can see the 4 fields that I do have all been harvested, and they're all red. They all need some fertilising. Now, there's no tram lines in this field. So, because it's grass, we can just, as and when, spray it however we want. But should you spray a field that you've just had harvesting, so this has just had barley in, you'd follow the tram lines, which will be set to the width of your sprayer, should you choose to do that via the tram line there. I've set mine to 24. My sprayer is only 24 meters. That's how that works. So you can see here that the field needs nitrogen, i.e. fertilizer. You can see it's bright red, it's 0 kg, it's not looking good. So the pH value is okay, nitrogen value apparently is okay, it's not, it's bad, it's red. So let's get it to green and I'll show you exactly how this sprayer works. So you can use steering assist if you want to, if you're on FS25. It's not going to show me a field for some reason, but it is there. I think it needs ploughing first. Yeah, it needs ploughing first because it's just a grass field, so we'll bear with it for now. But we'll do some spraying just to show you how this works and how this starts. So as you'll see as we go forward, it's going to start going green. That's good because that's showing you exactly where we've sprayed and how it's working. You can see it covers quite a wide distance. You can get them wider at 24 or 32 or right up to 46, I think. And it's, you know, trundling along at 7 miles an hour. Seems to be fine. So we'll go down and just see what it does, and then we'll go and get that spreader and see how we get on with that. And you'll see the difference in how that works. But for now, you can see that it's working fine. So let's take that off. Let's go and get the spreader. Right, so we're back with the sprayer, the spreader rather, and we'll just show you how that works really. It'll do the same. They've both got, it's both, this is fertilizer as well as the sprayer was. We'll do lime after that. So if we crack on with that, you can see just how much spread this has got because I picked the 24 meter one. It literally does the same thing, and I think when it comes to using the sprayer or the spreader, it really is up to you. Obviously you're gonna need, if you're gonna do lime, because some people turn that off, if you're gonna do lime, you're gonna need one of these spreaders without a doubt. Whether you then use it for fertilizing or not at the same time is completely up to you. And the same with the sprayer. If you're going to have weeds on, you might want to use herbicide and use your sprayer to get rid of your weeds, kill your weeds. So therefore you'll use your sprayer for weeds and fertilizing, as well as having a spreader for lime or fertilizing. It's up to you, but simple as that really. It's personal preference whether you prefer to spread or to spray. There's no positives or negatives that outweigh each other in terms of yield or your pH or your your nitrogen levels through using one or the other. But I just wanted to show you today the differences between the two, which product you put in each one, and then you're able to then go away educated and actually make a decision for yourself. So yeah, that's fertilizing. You'll do fertilizing usually in 2 stages. So we've just fertilized this patch of grass here. We'd let it grow to its next stage of growth, and then we'd probably fertilize it again. You can see on the map here how good the fertilizing's gone. So pH is okay because that's lime. Nitrogen is perfect at the moment. So you just need to keep an eye on that, and that'll tell you how much fertilizer you need and when you need to fertilize. What we'll do next is I'll show you lime, purely because it does use this spreader, and the difference it is in terms of it's the distance it covers. Right, so we're on the same field again that's just been cut, and ideally you would want to lime this field just after a fresh cut. Probably once a year. You don't need to fertilise as often, lime as often as you do fertilise. So fertilising can be up to 2 times per season, per growth stage, sort of thing. Whereas lime you would do probably annually after a plough, if you plough. And yeah, like I said, precision farming will tell you when you need to do your liming. So at the moment you can see that it's currently sitting in the yellow. It could do with the lime. So if we just Smash this on and start liming. You can see its coverage is not as wide in this as it was with the fertilizer, and it sprays it all white. But you can see on the radar on the bottom left where it's going green where you have limed. So, you know, we can see already an improvement in the pH levels in that patch. We're using a lot more lime than you are fertilizer, probably because it does need doing. The darker it is, the more you're going to use, because it does regulate it, and that's the whole point of precision farming. It helps you regulate more, so you're wasting less. And then what you would naturally do is you would let it grow, or if you're on a field that you've just harvested crop from, you'll cultivate it into the ground, or drill into the ground, and the whites, you know, would disappear with that. But you can see on the radar, like I say, it's going to green, so that'll show on the precision farming menu as probably okay or good rather than perfect, because like I say, I think it does need a whole line, this whole field. But we're not going to do that just for the purpose of the video today, just to show you exactly how it works and what you can do with this spreader, as opposed to just using it for fertilizing. But like I say, if you want to use lime, you will need one of these spreaders regardless. But like I say, some people don't have lime turned on, so that's completely up to you. So if we do go into the menu, you can see if we go to pH, the pH value is perfect in that area. Obviously here it's not going to be. It's okay. But if you go over to the green bit, it's perfect because we've just limed it. So ideally you would lime the whole field, and then you would drill it, and then you would fertilize it and let it grow to its first stage, and then maybe fertilize again if it needs it. So yeah, I do hope that's helped. Just explain the differences between a spreader and a sprayer. Like I say, for fertilizing, it's personal preference whether you prefer spraying or spreading, but you will probably most likely have a spreader and a sprayer, because you'll need to do your weeds with the sprayer and you'll need to do your lime with the spreader. So yeah, I'll leave that there with you. If you did like this video, do please drop a like. We appreciate it here. Quite new to this, and it helps the channel. So yeah, drop a like, drop a subscribe, and drop in the comments if you've got anything you want to add, or suggestions on videos you might want to see from us in regards to, you know, the how-to videos. Thank you. Cheers.